Once again, late with this one. Fairy Tale, episode 2014-59, Tartarus Arc, point, well, not point, prologue. We'll start with the meeting where the everyone except Org Master still bashes Fairy Tale. And here's a funny note: for the first time ever, the council is actually looking like it always have been looking like. In the anime, it was always different than how it was in manga. Either way, they talk about Tartarus also, even though they mostly blame Fairy Tale. It is then that a lizard henchman, well, not a henchman, person interrupts the meeting to say they're attacked under intruders, and indeed they are. For just like that, everything is blown to pieces, with every single councilman except Org and Doran Balte dead. Doran Balte tries to crawl to Org, however he's intercepted. Org is intercepted by a funny looking, well, not a funny looking, by a weird looking guy with a tail and fur called Jackal, one of the 9 demon gates of Tartarus. But sorry about that. And as Org says to Doran Balte to flee, Doran Balte doesn't want to, but complies as the big explosion happens. Doran Balte then decides to go to Cobra, seeing that as Cobra was a former Orasian, well, not former, he is an Orasian, says, but part of a former Balam alliance, then he should have information about Tartarus. But Cobra do not want to give information unless he and his comrades, the Orasian, says, are loosed. But it does tell one thing, that every single member of Tartarus is not a human, but a demon, and demons from the Book of Sereth. Fairy Tale, meanwhile, completely oblivious to the happenings around them, are doing many type of jokes. Elfan being an overprotective big brother, Marco drinking too much, and Juvia have baked grey bread to grey, and then Juvia bread to grey, if you don't want to eat the grey. Levi talks to Natsu, Wendy, Lucy, and Gajiel and their cat companions about E&D. Apparently, that is a demon. Sorry. That she describes. The few information about them is an entirely different league. It is then that the two Stooges appears to tell the horrible news. Back in Tartarus Guild, everyone meets up with each other. Well, almost everybody, except 2 members. Tempesta and Jackal is saying, we're introduced to everyone. We have already met Kyoka, the sexy, dangerous one. We meet Frammalt, a cackling, fat Cyclops demon, who is apparently obsessed with money. We have met Torafosa, apparently a very serious guy who sees Frammalt's cackling as undignified. And then a guy with an established character movement called Ezel. The way he waves his arm is a little bit bad animated in my book, but he don't care about dignity as long as he can slaughter humans. And we see Sheila, and also a very cute looking girl, however, with an even deeper voice without emotion than Kyoka. And of course we have met Silva. Is he that guy? He's the only guy who has a demon form. Weird. And we cannot forget... of course I forget his name. That's just typical me. The final one, Keith, a skeleton-looking guy who has quite surprisingly a very deep voice. Either way, what their mission is not revealed yet, but it's do reveal that they are planning something. That is the sake of every single thing. Elsewhere, the Raijin duo are working in Yaima-san's cooking place, where Ever's cooking outfit is complained by the two guys, while they say, "I don't want to hear that from you," proving that they can do many different things. While Eva mostly served for sexy appeal, of course, the other two cook and spices it. It's then a weird guy comes in and blows away the restaurant just like that, with weird boom and blast with combination of many different things. He reveals himself to be a member of the demon guild Tartarus, but before he can kill Jaima, proving that they are also after former members of the council, Luxus appears. Apparently he got lost doing an errand for them, but defeating him is not a bit a single loss. That's basically this one. The excitement is pouncing up, I gotta say. The animation style, maybe not, but let's just say the introduction of the demons of Tartarus here was awesome. It felt it. The music, well, it didn't feel like there was any new music there, but the menacing tone of introducing all the 9 demon gates was just right. The only thing that is not right is the pace. I mean, it's taken 2 chapters. It's going at an incredible fast rate, but that doesn't matter. I know for a fact that this season will be cancelled after Tartarus arc is over. And if you're asking me why, let's just face it, the manga is not going to have enough time to move on. I mean, if they did, more power to you. But that's basically this episode. Give me your thoughts if you have any.